Bora. Bora, vai. Tá porra. Bora, vai. Vê se aí vai, amor. Vê se tá saindo certinho. É só você falar. Ah.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
I'm ready.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Put one in the pocket. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Had the radar up and running. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining it down to the wire.
É, boneco ridículo esse Ken, irmão.
Punish counter chance.
E aí, mano, Cleiton?
Life lead opens. Burnout activates.
Errei.
Timely suck.
Caralho.
Player 2 picks up the first round.
Tá saindo som, não?
A psychological advantage.
Agora tá saindo som, pô. Não é possível.
Round 2. Fight.
Props up. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Were they baiting them into that? A drive impact. Player 2 hits them with a stop and pop. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck.
Caralho.
Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Flashes him. Overdrive art. Just goes for it at this range. Big, burnout activates. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in.
Como é que tu fez a sala, ô... Tu fez a sala como, ô bonitão? Tome, né?
Had the radar up and running. Below heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
Ah.
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. They trade hits. And now? Okay, they trade hits. Fires off in overdrive. Player 2 finishes things off with
É foda. Quem é foda?
Big punish counter. That's right. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Valeu, mano, Gil.
Immediate jumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. That drive impact doesn't get through. Very strong tomahawk buster. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Gets them with the anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Super arts on deck for both fighters.
Tudo combo do boneco.
The situation will be interesting. What'll happen here? Not much sneaks
Tudo
in
no
that
boneco
throw.
comba, filho.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right
Baratinha tá
back
na sala,
into the
Baratinha.
rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Overhead. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? I can't keep track of these corner switches. Not shy with the grab. Taking stock. Definitely answers the air attack. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be, they've been pushed into the wall and the sun's there.
Errei.
Oh God, this is tense. Both fighters planning something? KO.
Errei a porra do combo.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Brushes that off and keeps going. Max SA gauges, experiencing burnout.
Maluquice?
Will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some
Porra.
violence.
Out of my way.
Aí tá foda.
Fight.
How's this? Gets a risky pop in. Closes the gap. Here comes a tomahawk buster. Medium kick. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Off for the freezing hot. Make smart use of the gauge. Good, super. Next, the counter. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from there's a drive impact? Quick step forward, tops off the tank and scores the win. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
É, meu parceiro. Ali, Baratinha, vai. E caiu, cara. Como é que caiu a live? Se eu tô assistindo a live, como é que a live caiu?
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Step into the ring. Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Denies the attack, and what's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure,
caiu aí?
this round is over. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? No more drive gauge. They block the overhead and sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Life lead opens up. What a finish.
Como que eu tô
Great
assistindo?
lead in the life gauge there.
Como que eu tô
Player
assistindo?
2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Hã?
Checks with a medium. Who's going to start things
Caiu?
off?
Ah, então.
Got their eye on the air. They timed that just right to get the perfect pair. Amazing read to flash the parry just in time to catch the
Hã?
attack.
Ele tinha caído a live.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps. Can't tech the throw.
Assistindo, pô.
Going in.
Tem roda ridícula esse que aí,
Will need to
maceteiro.
play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Super hard on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Oh my god, what a throw tech! KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with the fireball. Anti-air in the clutch. Shows the medium kick. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both fighters hits them with a stop.
porra.
Quick step forward. Player 2 is does them dirty. Super art to show what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Tons of space between them. This can lead to some big damage. Throw is denied. What a read. There's a burnout. Oh, he shows. Player overhead, but it won't work. Oh my god, what a throw tech.
Ken é muito fácil os combos do Ken, mano. Isso. Jogar contra o Lc, colocar ele. É de bom da vitória aí do Honda. Ué, o meu não tá caindo não, filho. A minha aqui ó, assistindo. Oi, filho. A minha não tá saindo não, mano, Gil.
Next up, brushes off the glove. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo.
Vê se agora tá caindo. Agora duvido cair agora.
Deftly shuts out the jungle. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Ah, eu que mandei, pô. Porque, pô, a primeira live tinha dado errado, tinha caído. Aí eu fui e tirei. Agora fui e mandei de novo. Entendeu?
Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Taking stock. They block the overhead and burnout is triggered. And the throw ends the
Uns combos muito doidos do Ken, mano. Maluco.
That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Checks them with a projectile. Nice tech. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on a throw. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time. Charges forward. Break forward to pressure the opponent. From up above.
Oi, filha.
You can open up
Tô vendo aqui o Ken maluco aqui, ó.
Getting that opening and then
Posso jogar de Ken também. Pra apelar igual esses caras.
How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart leader management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully.
Agora vai dar bom, mano, Gil. Agora vai dar bom. Agora não vai cair mais, não.
Going in. Player 2 will... Wow, that throw did some juicy damage.
Maluco, fizeram um Ken absurdo nessa Street Fighter, cara. É muito forte mesmo. Eu não sei porque caiu não, mano, Gil. Deve ser porque eu usei a chave de transmissão da live passada. Entendeu? Esse negócio de lá de chave direta. Aí usa a mesma chave pra todas as lives, entendeu? Aí deve ter caído por causa disso. Agora eu vou parar com esse negócio. Cada live tem a sua chave. E teu PC, tá bom? Dá pra jogar não? Já consertou já? Rapaz, o Ken tá monstro. Quem tá monstro.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Uses the target combo as a filler. The quarter makes it hard to bend the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Wow, that's some big time get.
Eita porra. Aí, ó. Não tô como não.
Medium kick. Quick dashing. They must have a game plan here within there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances to jump in attack. Uses the target combo as a filler. Holder makes it hard to defend the meter. And now they can create some big chances to do damage. Uses this opportunity with a damaging combo. All right.
Hoje tá foda, tô errando a porra toda.
Needs to deal with this burnout.
É o...
Solid corner switch. Knock
Como é que te chama pra sala? Eu não posso sair não, se eu sair da live.
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Vou esperar acabar pra poder te chamar.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive.
Agora a nega vai entrar, aquela Kami lindíssima. Tá, o único fraquinho daqui sou eu, meu Deus do céu, não é possível. Vou botar uma Kami também, um Ken também, bater de frente com vocês.
Player 1, perfect parry. How will they follow up? Perfect read with the drive parry. Player 2.
Já é, nega, é. Deixa eu guardar aqui. Mas tá FT3. Tá porra.
Medium kick hits. Quick dash it. A quick breather.
Aí, vou falar pra tu. Honda também do Baratier, meu parceiro. É um monstro. Só que os combos do Ken é muito fácil, né, cara? Só apertar o botão. Ah. Apertação de botão, apertou o soco médio. O soquinho, o soco médio, o soco forte é um combo. Hollywood, abraço. Oi, filha. É o sorvete? Vamos de cabeçada, filho.
Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Player 1 is in a very good spot. 100 hands.
É o combo do...
You never know what can happen here. Both sides getting ready. Switch sides. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Throw zone. How long can this offensive assault continue? A real test of nerves here. Now let me hear you say it. Shinryu. Repa. I can't. Will this super art do anything? Player 1 can't use anything. There's a burnout. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? No one could have caught that. Player 2.
Agora é minha vez de apanhar. Vou descer a mamona.
Winning the match, pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need
Pega
to
esse
bring
Ken
their A game
ridículo
to
aí,
the
vem. Só tem soquinho. Vem, Ken no soquinho.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Oh, with the drive impact. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Trying to control their opponent's gear from a distance. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. The throw misses.
Foda.
Player 2 goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Gets him. Player 2 on the board.
Que é muito ladrão, mano.
They'll want to
Safado.
keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The jump in is denied. Jumps. Jumps in. Decides to meet them in the air. Good judgment there. Zones with the fireball. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide
Porra,
whether
meu
they
irmão.
want to go
Caralho.
all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. It's a good spot to use the super. Going in. Goes anti-air in the clutch. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Springs forward with the drive rush. And whiffs. They're wide open. Denied. Keeps
Ah,
going
porra.
Drives it back, misses. More fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Oh, here we go. Player 2 draws super hard incoming. Excellent read. Closes it out. This is the final round.
Porra, nada a ver, mano.
To see some fireworks.
Tchau, Chuca.
Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Jump. The throw missed. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage.
Olha lá, entrou um soquinho.
Quick breather.
Toma aí, otário.
Okay, here we go. Just drops them hard. Excellent block. Uses the impact to shave off some of their driving. Really says welcome to the...
Vem também, Lili, caralho.
Oh, here we go. Looking for a hole. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Sees the overhead coming. Oh my God.
E a porra especial.
Quick step forward. Turns out a real test of nerves here. All with a no throw. Keeps him out.
Porra, deu especial. Merda.
Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game management here is going to be vital.
Porra, meu irmão. Caralho.
Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Solid combo. What's going to follow the combo? Deftly shuts out the jump in. Blocks the jump in. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. KO.
Tomar no cu. Respeita a minha Lili, porra.
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything? Heats it up.
Hey, Bobo.
Combo into super. Freezing hot. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Throws a fireball. From upstairs. Player 1 will look to apply, hits him with a stopping bomb.
Ah, caralho. Eu dei a porra especial.
Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. So little life left. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Uses the target combo as a filler.
Porra, deu porra especial, cara.
Right there.
Tá que pariu.
That's what I like to see. Shin, Ryu, rip off.
I've had enough.
They got a big impact squash. The low block.
Porra, deu especial ali, cara. É o especial da morte.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Tá que pariu, não saiu.
Starts things off with a jump in. Shakes things up with a shrugs that off. Checks with a medium. Low heavy. Smart stuff. Poking out that range to zone the opponent. Fire! Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Taps him on the toe. Flips it. Escapes the corner. How's this?
Ó, o combo do Ken entra. Tomar no cu. Como do que entra gostoso, filho. Só que é foda. Respeita a minha Lili. Tomar no... Pega aí, ó. A Lili, porra.
Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
Tomar no cu. Como do que entra gostoso, filho. Só que é foda. Respeita a minha Lili. Tomar no... Pega aí, ó. A Lili, porra.
Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Misses the drive impact. Throws him to negate the block. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Player 2 can't afford to KO.
É FT3, né?
Takes the round like a thief in the night.
FT3, né? Acho que é FT3 que ele colocou. Meio maluco?
They block the overhead and nails the anti-air. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the
O que
next
foi?
round.
Tá com medo, porra? Toma aí, ó.
Reaching heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. So they delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. It's a good spot to use the super. The Raging Typhoon connects. Round and round they go. They're in for one rough landing. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. That combo did decent damage. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be bad news. Ah, burnout activates. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Here comes drops though. Player 2 has depleted the one-up.
Respeita a minha Lili, porra. Respeita a minha Lili.
Brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a
Vê que se quer embananada aí não. Chupa cabra.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That drive impact doesn't get through. Decides to meet them in the air. Trying to read each other here. Denies the low heavy. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Jumps up. Closing moments of the match. It's a good spot to use the super. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Okay, creating some space. They were not clear for takeoff. Player 2 gets up the always
Não é com medo não, pô. Vem que se quer, vem pra cima.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Denies the low heavy. Quick dash.
Só na brecha.
The impact doesn't do anything. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Player 2 can't use
aí,
the
porra.
drive moves without burning out. Okay, creating some space here. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. So, what's next?
Aí, porra.
Jumps in. Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Freezing hard. Going in? Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear.
Ah!
The super doesn't hit. Big drive gap now. Connects with the throw. Player 2 Wall splat into the cross.
Me matou no meu erro, viado. Deu sorte. Você é cagão.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Oi, filho. Aí, rapaz.
They're still
Melhor botar FT2, mano. É muito.
Gets a risky butt in. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What are these fighters thinking now? Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Nails the anti-air. Checks him with a projectile. Will this super art connect? Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead opens up. Up tap to close it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
FT2, FT2.
Goes with the safe stuff with that target.
Porque é só apertar botão, meu irmão.
Into the corner in a hurry. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Brushes that off and keeps going. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Extra spicy Shoryu connects. How's this? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Burnout activates. Can they create a low heavy? Player 2 needs solid anti-air. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? In attack range.
Porra, meu irmão, esqueci que dava ser especial.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
É. Muda a sala, pô, muda a sala. Se começar, não vai dar. Aí não vai dar, pô. Se não mexer na configuração da sala, sem ninguém jogando, não vai funcionar, pô. Então é melhor de 2, pô. Termina aí, fa. Luta esse FT aí e bota de melhor de 2, pô.
Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Still slugging it out here. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up.
Tinha que sair de fichinha. Perdeu, sai fora.
I can't keep track of these corner switches. Anticipated that counter and blocks.
É, mas só que aí não tem como eu transmitir, meu amor. Entendeu? Não tem como eu transmitir o jogo da rapaziada. Aí eu vou transmitir só o meu jogo. Entendeu?
Shows the medium kick. They trade.
Sai aí, pô, da sala. Termina esse jogo aí e sai da sala. Pra poder fazer a sala com duas fichas, pô.
This is a chance to dictate the pace. Blocks the low heavy, and you've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Pokes with the medium kick. Jumps in. Uses the target combo as a filler. Uses the gauge for a super art. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Flashes him. It's a good spot to use the super. Combo! Let's go! Gotta be careful not to. How did they anticipate that jump in? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Rushes down the
Sair da fila? Mas eu vou ter que parar de assistir.
Next the counter. Here comes the corner pressure. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player one with the wriggle, owning that space. Oh, combo! Let's go! The jump in is denied. Forward throw, laying the pressure on Thick.
Pronto, sai da fila.
How's this match gonna shake out?
Não, termina você, meus amores. Vou poder fazer outra sala. Tá, porra. Já morreu. Agora faz a sala normal. Configura a sala aí. Porra.
Going in, player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive overdrive cannon spike. Player 1 chases them down. Good job blocking the jump. They're showing up. Oh! Punishes that ill-timed attack. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2.
Nego, vocês tem que parar de jogar pra poder fazer a sala, pô. Pra todo mundo jogar, pô. FT3 é muita coisa, tem muita gente.
Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 will look to a burnout activate. Player 1 bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Smart play with the throw. Ooh, there's a side, sneaks in the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Oi, filho.
Uses the gauge for a super arm. Spends it on the level 1 super. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Ooh, what a smart blow. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. There's a drive impact. Player 2 is in burns out. What are they gonna do? Will this super art do anything?
Tá, porra.
Gets him down.
Quem foi de ralo?
Super. Now that's how you take a round.
Já era. Faleceu. Agora faz a sala. Com 2 pontos, pelo amor de Deus.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Checks with a medium kick. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Okay, they trade hits. Well timed.
Valeu, mano Choco. Ô, mano Choco, ó. Valeu, mano Mancha. Ele é doido. Eu ali ele falou Choco ali, eu repeti. Caralho, não é isso não. Chamar mal acabado. Vamos esperar os doidinhos. Valeu, meu parceiro, mano Gil. Tamo junto. Aguardando você chegar aqui Chega nesse Fight 6, na KOF 15, você botar com o teu PC, meu parceiro. Vem pra cá pra sala, pô. Vocês, eu queria uma sala aqui com o FT2, pô. Vou mudar aqui. Cadê a rapaziada que não vem? Bora, baratinho.
Here comes a new challenger.
Quantos doido entra? É, meus olhos. Eu ia botar melhor de uma, pô. Eu jogava a fichinha, saía. Ficava geral pra geral brincar.
Oh, looks
Fichinha,
like these
perdeu o
two
match
have more
pé.
beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
I'm ready.
I'm number one. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the surprise rush in. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Knockdown. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Takes a big gamble and rips
Bota a
out
cara
a
assim não, baratinho. Bota a cara assim não.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Both fighters are trying not to get
Não! Cadê o especial? Pô, tô errando a porra do especial lá.
Player 2 with a big first round pickup.
Cadê o Zurei e a Bulene pra me passar lá?
Anything off the smash? Who's going to start things off? Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Butt smash! Knockdown and just goes for it at this
Tá calma nessa hora.
freezing hot. Both fighters planning something, rushes that off and keeps going. All in with a rush. Low heavy, but no go. This is a critical moment. What are they gonna do? The jump in is denied. Fire coming through. Drive impact misses.
Caralho!
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still
É, meus filhos.
both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick.
Porra, que boneco chato.
Dicks the combo. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here.
Pode errar o combo, não.
Butt smash! Taking stock. Player 1 is experiencing burnout. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do.
Caralho! Que boneco chato.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
The next round is beginning. Hits him with a stop and pop. Goes for the rush.
Porra, não erra o combo não, viado.
The jump in is denied. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Anything off the smash? The drive impact is denied. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. The Condor wind added a bit of juice to that attack. How will they utilize this? Got him up against the wall and the stun is there.
Quase corre a porra do combo. Não matou, cara.
Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round.
Foi, meu filho.
Comes crashing down. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? We're going on the offensive? Player 2 knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Danger blow heavy, but no go. Anything off the smash? Overhead, but it won't work. Okay, here we go. Player 2 needs to take a good drive. Impact doesn't work. Escape the corner. What are they gonna do? A trade, but still works out. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space, burns out. A single hit will do it. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 1.
Ai, que boneco chato, meu irmão.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Ajuda.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
I'm number 1. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Opts for the throw.
Tá aqui.
All right.
Vou botar a Kami depois, hein.
Not gonna allow any
Vou botar a
jump-ins.
Kami pra testar ela.
Shut down.
Bem,
Somehow
filho.
pushes back all the way to center stage. Taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Uses the parry. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Shows the medium kick. One chance here may end this match. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Butt smash. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Player 1 chases them down. Both fighters will want to... burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. Oh no, there's
Opa, voltei, bateu saudade.
chance with a stun. But they gotta set the table properly here. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon.
Esse Honda aí tá bravo.
Charges
Eu já peguei a visão desse Honda já.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Going on the offensive? Oh, what's this? And whip!
Olha lá, meu irmão.
Wide
Até a
open.
visão da porra.
Life lead is there, but still it closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some
Ô,
fun.
Baratinho, viu o cara jogando contra mim, desse Honda aí? Você dá só um hit nesse chute aí, o cara deixa dar 2 hits e completa no combo. Mesmo como que você faz. Só que
Oh my God, they just choked it up.
você deixa dar um hit só. O cara deixa dar 2 hits.
Player
Acho que fica melhor, não?
rushes in, launches at him, wrecks them. Oh, son, bad news is on the way. There's the burnout.
Porra do combo.
What now?
Ué, combinou como não?
Pumps the brakes on
Tem
the
como você dar o combo?
Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Comes crashing down. What a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Vem pra brincar.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Grabs and throws them away.
É,
Throw misses. Player one
abraço do
creates
Lúcio
a
aí.
good corner down to the wire. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge heats it up with a combo into super. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out?
Como meio doido.
Burnout is triggered. Grabs them. Both
Ué, a
fighters
Kami
grab
tem uns combos maneirinhos, nego.
all it took.
Tem que pegar os
Player
combozinhos
one
dela.
picks up the first round. That'll give them a
Então,
psychological
maneirinho ela.
advantage.
Bolado. Que viu no tutorial.
Butt smash. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. They just won't stop switching sides. Anything off the smash?
É, o Bang tá com a Kami, é. Olha aí, Manueliane. Como é que você tá, papazinho?
Hits them with a stopping block. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big
Errou a porra do combo. Não tinha mais o verdinho.
overhead, but it won't
Não
work.
soube o que fazer.
Just goes for it at this range. Life lead is there, but oh, sniped! Sumo headbutt. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Just what they were
Não tinha
after.
o verdinho.
Player one brings it home.
Ah, eu não sabia o que fazer com o verdinho. Eu dava logo especial, pô, acabou. Matava logo. Um a um.
Down to business. The first round starts now. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner.
E é, pô.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Not having the cross up. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Taking stock. This is a tough get-so.
É, filho. A onda
Player
tá
two
amassando.
sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Risky up-close scrap still going. Butt smash! Going in. Good old slaps. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Experiencing burnout. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Both fighters planning something? Sumo headbutt. Will this super art do anything? Team drive smasher. Player one is on track to steal this back after that super. Closes it out. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
Ah, por que eu sou vacilão?
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Can't take the throw. The jump in is denied.
Aí, entrou um Xande na sala. Xande aí, ó.
The grab misses. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. All right, what Oicho
Porra.
in a dire situation. The big
Honda
play
tá do
does
mal, filho. Honda tá do mal.
Player two
Acho que essa tá
hits
pública,
up
dei
the
mole.
always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see
Shane
what
saw
the
that, saw the
opponent
Shane.
wants to do first. Can't tech the throw. Show up force. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they
Essa
didn't
paradinha é maneira, mano.
need anything off the smash.
Vai tomar.
How's this? Saw that coming. Hits him with a stop and bop. Closes the gap. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Player
O combo do Q é o mais fácil que tem.
Oh, what's
Hey.
this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Wraps it up with a decisive
KO.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round.
Nega, tá foda. Tem primeiro ganhar uma fichinha hoje, uma fichinha.
G-right kick for a mix-up.
Tem que tirar alguém na sala.
Both fighters are raring to go.
Na
They're
partida.
waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 2 is on the... No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Huge chance after that wall strike. Super hard to show up what a
Tá
PhD
porra.
fighter can do for you. The final bout is about to start. You don't step to the ring with Honda and expect to walk away. What's next? No, this will break them. Over in a flash. Player 2 gets the win in a quick succession. Show up what a
Tá
PhD
porra.
fighter can do. The final bout is about to start. Don't step to the ring with Honda and expect to walk away. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. That drive impact is blocked. Very solid corner switch.
Entrou os combos ali do Q do Honda, filho. Pode esquecer pra largar a alavanca.
They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Player 1 creates a good in there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them. What's next? Delivers the
Eita
pain
porra.
right to the
Toma ele
doorstep.
chifrada.
Player 2
Chamou, ele
did
pediu
a
a
great
benção ali.
job of reading their opponent up
No
close
aguardo,
for
pra
that
não tomar de
last
magia nos
round. Can they
peitos.
keep the momentum? Going on the
Chifrada.
offensive? Player 2
É, filho.
needs to use the threat of the blocking that
Dá
drive
o
impact
impact ali.
isn't going to
Tentou
work.
aquele combo
That's
maravilhoso.
how you use an impact.
Essa arrebentou.
Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Drive get experiencing burnout. Player 2
Ó, o combo do Q é só esse, meu irmão. Mais nada que se fazer.
Going in.
Mas o...
Burnout activates. Player 2 will look KO.
Ai,
That
minha vez. Vamos, coração. Vamos ver qual é esse Honda aí. Fica na porrada. Pega esse macetinho de chifre pra tu ver, baratinho. Vou te descer a munhaca. Vem.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring
Descer a
their
mamona.
to the table.
Pode leque na cara, vem.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Deftly shuts out the jump grab. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Blocks the jump in.
Porra, meu
There's a
irmão.
punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 down to the wire.
O cara adivinha o que eu vou fazer, filho.
Big by converting this punish counter. Heats it up with a nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Punishes there with the drive impact. Really laying on the pressure. Hits them with a
Que
stop.
porra é essa?
Player 2 can't use
Caralho,
it.
errei a pouco.
Experiencing burnout. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. They're going for the super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Life lead is a super art. Guns them with the
porra.
killer head ram.
Que porra é essa?
Can't use any drive. Sees the overhead coming. This is a critical moment. The overhead denied. That's while they're blinking. Oh my god, they just choked it up. The low. Player 1 tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack.
Puta que pariu, cara.
Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Anything off the smash? The super armor does its job. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. What's the play here? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Add the super juice into this combo for more damage. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. With a super art connect and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Finishes things off with
Que é doideira. Aqui ali é doideira.
Punish counter. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Vou bater na minha moreninha, pô, tá maluco?
Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage? Going on the offensive? Anything off the smash? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Takes a trip, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 has the good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Launches them. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Cannon drop, show up forward, wraps it up with a decisive combo. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has
Parceiro, ali não tem como que você fica apertando o botão, não. Aqui é tudo na raça.
Opts to create space to start. It's time for both fighters to lay it. Drive impact.
Vai apertar sem querer.
Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Jumps.
Maluquice, cara.
Blast them into orbit. Nails it. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Grabs them over in a flash. Super art. They reckon they're not around. Life needed.
Ah, porra. Que porra? Como de vocês é tudo tramado. Se eu botar a Kami, eu consigo fazer uns combos maneiro. Mas porra, eu gosto da Lili. Vocês não, você ali é médio. Aperta o médio, soco, médio. Meu não, pô. Meu ali é na raça, filho. Tem muito que se fazer, não.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Oh, whiff the throw.
É, porque eu não sou jogador de Kami, pô. Jogador de Kami é Venha.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Decides to create some distance to start. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good
Se eu
opening.
fosse jogador de Kami, filho, vocês iam passar mal, filho. Tá maluco.
They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 can't use any drop charges forward.
A Kami, então você, a Kami tá orim, filhão. A Kami tá orim. Depois que a gente jogou.
Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very big time whip. Full SA meters on deck for both low heavy. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to cashes out the cage right there.
Ih,
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Execute! What a finish! Player 1 brings their still within range to attack. Right there.
ih.
Kill, no doubt about it. It's time to go all in. Coming through. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damage. Oh!
Olha.
Neither of them willing to back off. Strings it all together. Limited resources at hand right now. In a dire situation.
Ronda é muito chato, irmão. Ronda é muito chato.
Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown.
Ih, farofou a mãozada no pescoço. Pode farofar.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Holds out with the block. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge down. They need to find a way to brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 1 will look to apply experiencing burnout, knockdown, and both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try some. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Responds with the ultimate killer head ram. Can they keep on him? Life lead is there, but still anyone can. Oh, might be a good idea to back off. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Responds with the ultimate killer head ram. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Player 1 in dire straits.
Ronda é muito chato. Ronda é muito chato. Ronda é muito chato.
Now's the time. Next the counter. Getting up close and personal. Connecting to the face. The parry. Blocks the low kick. Player 2. Oh, no.
Caralho.
Punish. This is a complete shutdown. It closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. The first round begins. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Gets carried to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Neither can lean on their drive too hard. All right, player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without...
Só cabeçada, filho.
Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock, experiencing burnout.
Só cabeçada.
Player 2 chases them down.
Segura o chifre do Honda. Toma ali.
Charges forward.
Falhou.
What's coming up next?
Você erra sua pernada, o cara dá chifre, pô. Tá maluco, toma ali.
On the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Tem que dar o role, pô.
This round is so important. Who's going on the offensive?
Ele não tem brecha, o boneco. O boneco não tem brecha.
Experiencing burnout. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? A quick breather. Player 1 will have to
Olha lá.
activate.
O boneco não tem brecha, filho.
Just goes for it and
Eita. Acabou no torpedo, filho.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Ué? Sou eu? Ué, a batida saiu do jogo? Não entendi nada. A baratinha, pô. Agora sou eu. Eu assisti. Você é maluco, Baratinha. Você é maluco. Mas não sou eu não, gente. É você, Baratinha. É você e o chupacabra lá. Agora sou eu que... Agora eu vou ficar aqui. A reserva. E vou assistir.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Denies the attack and a parry here puts drive in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Lots of aggression from both sides. Reads their mind and texts a throw. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. They hit each other. Not so fast. Life lead opens up.
O que é só combo pra arrebentar o peão, filho.
Chases them down.
Entrou o combo do Rony, entrou o combo do Ken. Pode esquecer da vida.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Olha lá.
They both going
Já começou a maluquice, só chifrada.
sees it coming and blocks it out. They're jostling for the
Não tem
dominant
brecha,
position in the
boneco.
corner. Gets out of the corner. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Grabs and throws him away. That throw will do some good damage. Pokes with the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocks the overhead. Brushes that off and keeps going. Anything off the smash? There's the false splat. They can't do anything now. Show of force. What'll happen here? KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Shows the medium kick.
Entra aí, Cleiton, na sala, Cleiton. Entra nessa linha aí.
Holy show!
Da FT2.
Took him to the corner in a flash. Chases them into the corner and
meu
will
irmão.
now look to do some damage. Genius speed with that throw escape.
Bota a sapatona aí pra jogar.
Perfect execution with the anti-air. And whip! They're wide open.
Agora o combo, ó.
Stunned. Bad news is on the way.
Levou a porra do combo.
Both sides getting ready. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Target combo into more fuel to the fight.
Eita.
Cook them up. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Make smart use of the and easy. Do they gamble something here on it? There's a burnout. They are done. Player 1 go into here and giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. That overhead was a bit obvious.
Ah, entendi. Já é, meu parceiro.
To pressure the opponent. Both fight big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. All right, that parry may be just the catalyst they need.
Obrigado pela presença aí.
Not shy with the grab. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 on the board first with the win.
Se tu já era chato na 2002, né? Imagina nesse Street Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 hits them with a stop and pop.
E agora? A hora do combo. Errou a porra do combo. Ficou nervoso. Ficou nervoso. Quem não faz, toma. Tamo aí, ó. Bola de fogo.
cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. Both fighters planning something? Burnout activates. Going in? Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is a complete shutdown. Stun closes it out. Player 2 brings it home.
Quem não faz, toma. Toma aí, ó.
Get ready.
Bola de fogo. 1-1. Errou a porra do combo. Tô nervoso. Não faz dó.
Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Player 2 buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Anticipates the overhead.
Canal Lar da família KOF, a live dos contras.
At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Get right in there.
Vou botar esse pé.
Can't keep track
A
of these
chifada
corner
do
switches.
homem. Tá maluco?
The quarter makes it
Calma aí,
hard
abraço
to
no
escape.
osso.
What'll be the setup down to the wire? They cancel out each
Caralho.
other's moves. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Dashes forward. Sticks the combo. A quick breather. Still burnout activates. Player 1.
Pô, esse fight é boa, mané. Eu que peguei pra jogar KOF XV hoje.
Player 2 picks up the
Pô,
first
esqueci um
round.
montão de coisa.
That'll give
Eu não
them
tô
a
jogando esse fight
psychological
3
advantage.
direto também. Entendeu?
Medium kick hits. Are we going to see some
Tô
fireworks?
jogando com a Lili, minha bonequinha.
The jump in is denied. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit.
Aí,
Extra spicy, sure you connect. Player 1, oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Quick dashing. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. How's this? Goes for the level 1 suit.
farofou. Pode farofar.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which
That's
fighter
what-
has it in them to grind out the win? Gets out of there with the backdash. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Going on the offensive? Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Blocks across a good read. Blocks it well. Chin-right kick for a mix-up.
Aí.
Anti-air in the clutch. Great job in escaping. Wow, Saturn
Vai muito rápido, maluco. Cada cabeçada, o cara dá o DR.
burns out. Player
TI
2
lá, o...
is looking at a
Ih,
quick
porrada
situation
come.
with burnout.
Ele consegue sair de novo o bagulho, é foda.
PhD and fighters can do for you. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Good presence of raw super art incoming. Turning it right up with the super.
Porra.
Back with authority. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Keeps him out. Dragon Lash. Oh my god, Ross. Getting a boot.
TI lá, o...
He's looking at a
porrada come. Ele consegue sair de novo o bagulho, é foda. Eu consigo botar o boneco. É muito rápido, maluco. Cada cabeçada, o cara dá o DR. TI lá, o...
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile.
Fala o quê?
Low kicks are a no-go. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Impact's a no-go. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 on the board first with the win.
Aye.
They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Steals back a chance. Rushes that off and keeps going. Goes for the rush. Sticks the combo. They're backed up into the corner. Jumps in. Knockdown and... Pay attention. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Knocks them out of the air.
Caralho.
Player 1 brings it home.
Foda, pode pular.
See if they can build themselves a right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to buff up while they can. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gunshot. What are they thinking here? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Heading into the end game now.
Farofa não, filhão. Farofa não. Que ele lhe machuca.
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Now, can they finish the job? The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 2 is dominating this match. Side switch in the corner. Oh, what's this?
Ah, vai tomar no cu. Porra!
Are we gonna see a comeback here? It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Finds the target. Oh, yo! Super. Both
Tá que pariu, cara.
got them the win.
Errou a porra do combo. A porra do golpe era pra matar.
Start things off with a jump in. A super art. Really says welcome to the club. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Jumps. Closes the gap. Took him to the corner in a flash. Player 1 has the trust that off. Player 1 with burns out. Super art to show up what
Caralho.
European fighters can do for you.
Meia hora de combo.
Let me hear you say. Both sides getting ready. The drive impact doesn't work. Noticeable knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Great jump and whip. They're wide open. Oh my God! They just choked it up. Can they use resources wisely? Drive impact misses. Close range projectile. Ooh, taking them for a run.
Respeita a Lili. Não farofe.
Player 2 was definitely sweating during that round. Win.
Caralho. Meia hora de combo.
Dashes forward. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Punishes there with the drive impact. Really laying on the pressure. The drive parry was successful. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bench, which really could help later.
Nem na voadora não, gostoso.
Well-timed corner switch. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first?
Toma aí, ó. Não quebra a costela.
Whoa. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Goes to the overdrive. Medium kick, brushes that off and keeps going. Looking for a chance. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Freezing hot. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. He tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Goes end to end with the Blazing Hawk. Nice damage. What are they gonna do? Weird for landing. The next touch may decide this round. They take some time to back up low heavy, but no go. Quick dash. Oh, putting the cherry on top that combo.
Ah, não, eu gosto dele, João. Eu gosto dele. Eu fico jogando sozinho aqui e fica conversando comigo, esse narrador doido aí.
Can't beat me. Fight round. Fight.
Breaks it off. Barely block. Oh my, the throw tech. Shows a medium kick. The match just started. It's anyone's game. G-right kick for a mix. Holy!
É foda.
To get that drive in. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Tomahawk Buster to shut him down. Looks up. This is going to deal some big damage. Close range projectile. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Knocked them out of the air. Player 1 has a big drive gauge lead. Fire! Oh, here we go. Reads the jump in perfectly.
Here we go.
Ooh, taking him for a run.
Ih! Perdeu!
Player 2 comes out on
Perdeu pra Lili. Chupa aí a Lili, ô bobão.
Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Here comes a new challenger.
Respeita a minha Lili. Respeita a minha Lili, tá?
Fighters are pumping themselves
Esse
up
quem
and
aí,
are
ó,
raring
cheio de
to go.
macete.
Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Operation. My pleasure.
Round 1.
Respeita a minha Lili, porra.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Saw that low heavy coming. Jump in, finds the mark. Deal some damage with that quick combo. What are they thinking here? The low kick connects. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. At this range, many attacks can connect. Goes for the super art. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? Blocks the low heavy. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Going on the offensive? Life experiencing burnout. KO. Player 1 picks up
Pô,
the
essa cara é
always
muito
important
rápido.
first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Did well to get the buff in there. Decides to meet them in the air. Decides to puff up while they can. They can't squander this punish counter chance. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Hit them with a stop and pop. This
Guarda.
is gonna be bad news. It's a good spot to use the super. This right here is what Cammy's all about. Here it comes. The Delta
Lockdown.
Renaissance. Going in, player 2 is in a pretty good situation with anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They're knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. They're laying into each other. This is gonna hurt.
Tá que pariu, dei mole.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Okay, they trade hits. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Neither of them willing to back off here. Goes for the super art, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Goes in on the get.
Toma aí passarinho.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps up. Who's going to start things off? Dashes. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. Cannon spike. Still scrapping. Hits them with a stopping block.
Caralho,
Gives
conseguiu.
them a great opening here to do big hits. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. He meets them air to air. More fuel to the fire. Put them up. Lily says, welcome to the club. What a finish. Player 2
Ele tá vivo, hein?
home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? No good up high. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. All right, what's coming up next? Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Down to the wire. Beautiful setup with that attack. Heats it up with a combo into super. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
Porra, dei mole.
Ends it. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in
Pulo
the night.
ladrão.
What?
Porra,
Get
vocês
away
estão com o
with it.
boneco bonzão. Vem, Lili. Massa sacana.
Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Jumps up, decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. So they break. That's not gonna hit. Player looking to impress with this super. Both fighters planning something, experiencing burnout.
Luz agarrão, não, muito difícil.
To use the super. Crowns them from above.
Quer me agarrar?
And with a breezing hawk. Nice damage. Buffs up. What are they gonna do? Fire coming through. Dashes. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta
Puta que pariu, cara. Porra, perdi pra Sakami.
Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Tá bom. Vai, filho, sai daí.
How's this match gonna shake out?
E como é que eu vou transmitir as duas lutas, ô maluco?
I'm number 1. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. An aggressive attack. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. No more drive gauge.
Mas só que vai transmitir quando eu estiver jogando, pô. Entendeu?
That's a KO. Time that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Ué, abre aí do sala aí.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Going on the offensive? Grabs him. Player 2 creates a good Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. A quick breather. Super clutch corner switch. Gotta be careful. Nice read with the cannon spike.
É, pode abrir as duas salas, mas uma eu vou ter que transmitir.
Keeping them away. Gets out of there with the back dash. Ooh, does him dirty. Reads the jump in perfectly. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Um abraço ali na câmera ali.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can
Então, maluco, abre a sala lá. Tá jogando aí. É.
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Oh, with the throw. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here.
Mas só que aí eu tô entendendo, Zureia, mas só que aí ia ficar só transmitindo só a que eu estiver jogando, pô. E só tá eu, você, o Baratier e a Emily na sala, nós quatro.
The jump in is denied. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. From upstairs. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Claps him. Jumps. Anything off the smash? This fight is just underway. What's going on the offensive? Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the
Eu vou te falar, cadê o Mancha? O Mancha tá aí na live? Mancha, nem sei como é que esse cara entrou narrando aí. Eu botei na configuração lá, máxima lá, tá ligado, do jogo. Do nada apareceu esse cara retardado aí, falando pra caralho aí.
Oh wow, burnout activates. In attack range.
Abriu o negócio da placa de vídeo, é medo da Lili.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Eu vou mudar de boneco, vou mudar de boneco. Como é que muda de boneco? Ah, tá. Não, quero assistir, não, quero mudar de boneco. Vou pegar a última também. Valeu, nega. Obrigado pela participação da live aí. Valeu. Tamo junto. Amanhã tem live de novo, amanhã. Acho que amanhã não tem live não. Eu quero... Vou tocar de boneco. Tô um doido aqui, ó.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Still slugging it out here. All right. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they couldn't shake the projectile. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Butt smash. Medium kick hits. Checks him with the projectile. Anything off the smash?
Ah, depois eu vou com ele.
Decisions are so important to set the tone. Medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. Player two will look to apply
Eu vou testar minha câmera, rapaziada,
Big
aqui.
chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Max SA gauges.
Vê o que acontece.
Score big here. Cannon blast him. Going in, hugs nothing but air. That combo did decent damage. Noticeable life lead is a
Adianta não, filhão.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Gordão, esse Buda aí tá foda.
What an opening statement there. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? The overhead denied. Charges forward. Shows the medium. The drive impact doesn't work. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Plenty of health. Full gauges. The low's blocked. Sees the overhead coming. Amazing. Sticks out a kick. Reads the jumping perfectly. What now?
Acabou, filho.
This is critical. The stun and they may not closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our players. They put on a real stick out a kick. Reads the jumping perfectly. What now?
Acabou, filho. Fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. No go for the throw. On danger. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Amazing read to flash the parry just in time to catch the attack. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Gets them. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a second advantage. Rushing attack to start. That's a nice
Canal Lar da Família KOF, a live dos contras.
Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Both fighters planning something? Player two rushes that off and keeps going. Player one can't use any drive moves,
Da porra.
hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter again. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Burnout activates. A jump, side switch in the corner. Okay, here we go. Looking for a chance. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Turns out, player one is in a very good spot. A lot of pressure building up. Drive it back, misses. Closes it out. This is the final round. Can't use any drive moves.
Da porra.
Looking for a good return. Drive impact. Cruiser from above. Player one is on the brink of the burns out. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. This is gonna hurt. Player two, oh snipes. How did they
Tá pulando, pô. Vai tomar cabeçada, filhão.
Player two.
Como é que eu vou jogar a última?
Canal Lar da Família KOF, a live dos contras.
Sou Blue Man não, hein?
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Gets out of the corner. Sticks the combo. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Strings it all together. In a dire situation, goes for the super art. Big counter. Nice.
Caralho.
Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Mexe começando.
Claps them. They've piled up their knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Spin knuckle. Play gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Barely blocks the jump in. The low heavy is denied. Hits him with a stop and bop. Anything off the smash? Both fighters charges forward. Looking for a check. Hits that with confidence. Oh, putting the cherry on.
Fiquei meio perdido no que fazer, mas matei.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Comes crashing down. And whip. They're wide open. Jump. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Low heavy, but no go. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Going in. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Both absolutely hooligan grab. What a reach. Turning it right up with the super. And it is on. Made blocks on for the throw. They were waiting for it. Get it? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Blocks the low kick. Oh, they're gonna be what? What a
Dale.
punish counter. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that push. Anti-air in the clutch. Baits out the low kick. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Deftly shuts out the jumper. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Was looking for that jump attack. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Fatal leg twister. Closing moments of the comes from
Aqui a gente usa todos os recursos, filho.
They took advantage of every chance. Player
O
1
negócio é levar você para o tatame.
they keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Going in. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. They're going for the super art. Time to reset. Oh, what's this?
Caralho, que boneco desgraçado, irmão.
Launches them, experiencing burnout. Amazing! Player 2 has depleted their drive, pumps the brakes on the impact. Turns out.
Não!
It's a critical moment. The low's blocked. The jump in is denied. That
Puta que
amazing
pariu, cara.
attitude goes the win.
Tava com a faca e o queijo na mão.
Expect to see
Matar esse
some
sapo
fireworks.
gordo.
Nothing stops this train. Goes with a safe. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. They were waiting for it. Crowns them from above. Both absolutely refusing to give. That's gonna leave them rattled. Sumo smash. Grabs them. Pancake time. Drops them hard. They can't get hit here. Sees the overhead coming. The low block.
Ah, ganhei, porra.
Player
Tô
one
dando uma.
delivers the upset. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Kicks out a kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Combo with the target combo. Grabs him. What are they thinking here? Goes for the super.
Não fiz isso.
Neither of them willing to back off here. Both fighters are looking at near empty drive gauges. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach.
Caralho.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so far. Brushes that off and keeps going. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Goes for the level 1 super. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meat. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Aí,
Going in.
tô entregando a vitória pra ele, fácil.
KO.
Porra. Fui de ralo.
That was a
Mas tá
clinic
bom.
of how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Ó, o Jack aí, o Jack entrou na brincadeira. Oi, filho. Role de quê? Um role qual hora ali que eu não viu? A hora pra dar o role.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Ajuda.
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances.
Ah, mas é muito rápido, filho. Aquele negócio. Maluco. Dá não. Já tentei, já.
Taking stock. At this range,
É
many
muito
attacks
rápido,
can
filhão.
connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead is
Olha, ele
opening
tira,
up
pô.
that
Gosta
can
de fight
still
2,
be
mas é
overcome
muito
with smart
rápido.
drive.
Tem como não.
Holds out with the block. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet.
Ó, o Pablo Vittar aí na turma.
Knockdown. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Looking for a chance. Jumps in anti-air into clutch.
Mas esse é o lance, ô Blue Ben. O Hollywood tira esse cuscuz dele aí desde a Street Fighter 2, pô.
This may turn into a perfect
Sempre tirou.
Reads the jump in perfectly. 100 hands.
Entendeu?
It out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight.
Down to business. This round starts now. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in.
Chamando o balezinho ali, ó.
Jump in attacks have a lot of lag time associated with them and are very vulnerable to perfect parries like we just saw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. No good up high. Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Snares him. Tried a standard block and got hit with the crossover. Hits with the overhead.
Não adianta. Essa cabeçada dele é a morte, filho. Porra.
From up above. Closing moments of it going on the offensive. Risky up close scraps still going. Experiencing in there.
Pablo Vittar entrou na porrada.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump in is denied. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Burnout activates. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Knockdown and
Ah, tá.
player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight
Pô,
temporarily.
tirava no soco forte no... Eu via que esse golpe, a gente chamava de cuscuz no Street Fighter 2, entendeu? Aí, ele vendo esse golpe, ele dava um soco forte e tirava o burro bem na testa. Chamou no balezinho, mas não matou. Eita, meu Deus. Morreu. Farofa especial não, bebê. Farofa especial não. Essa bundada no alto aí que não tem brecha, não tem brecha. Ele dá essa bundada no alto aí, filho, pra poder emendar, porque sabe que não tem brecha.
Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Player 2 needs to crown them from above. Okay, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. No, this will break them. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Imposes their will spectacularly for the win. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
É, filho. Baratinha tá amassando, filho. Onda chato da porra.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to
Dá Hollywood aí, ô bobão.
Player 2 chases them down. Very solid punish. Oh!
Que loucura, meu irmão.
Converting this punish counter. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a burnout activates. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Backs away. Not perfect parry. How will they follow up? Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Neither of them down to the wire.
Vai entender essa visão, filho.
Launches a close for the level 1 super.
Porra.
With breather, player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up.
Olha o cara pra segurar a bala.
Smash. The drive impact is denied. Both fighters Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that.
Toma, ele é cruzada na morte.
Player 2 is dominating this match.
Tô ali na canelinha.
There's a change of side.
Bundada da morte, duas mãozadas e o cuscuz acabou, filho.
This is the final
É caixão
round.
em vela preta.
Expect to see some fireworks.
Ameaçando ali.
The last round.
Vai, não
It's
vai.
now or never. Delivers the
Pulou,
pain
tomou a
right to their
cabeçada.
doorstep.
Só na guarda. A bundada da morte. Dá uma mãozadinha ali. A bundada não funcionou.
Max SA gauges.
Pulei
Unbelievably in
tentando
sync with a chance to score big
apertar o
here.
Honda ali, mas não
This is where
consegue.
smart meter management is going to come into play.
Infinita de
Our fighters
soquinho.
will need to
Tentou um
tread
combo ali,
carefully.
mas não foi feliz.
Shows the medium kick. Gotta do better
Tomou
than
no
that.
grave impact ali, mas não
Sees the
conseguiu.
overhead coming.
Bundadinha do
Medium
mal.
kick hits. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace.
Jogo de espera, de paciência. Toma ali cuscuz. Que é muito rápido, filho.
With super arts into play.
Quando você
It's really
pensa,
anything goes
já
at
era,
this
já
point.
tomou.
Oh, plot twist. Oh my God.
Gastou barra ali à toa.
Player 2
Tomou um combo
lands a
lindo.
burnout.
Agora, é hora do combo.
Player 2 anti-air in the clutch.
Vai, filho, vai pra cima dele que tem possibilidade de fazer as coisas, gostoso. Não demora do caralho. Esse é até um replay. Mas não matou. Demora do caralho. Esse é até um replay. Vai, filho, vai pra cima. Olha, bundada de ouro, filho. Tomou. Filhinho entrando na porrada. É, filho, só funciona esse jogo comigo. Tá de hack, pô. Tá maluco? O cara tá jogando demais com esse Honda aí. Vou ter que parar ele com a minha Kami. Minha Kami é aleijada.
Now, how are they going to use it? That's some big juicy damage on that. Heats it up with a combo into super.
Pediu a benção do pai.
There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight.
Olha no aguardo da farofa do zoeira. Com certeza vai farofar. Onda é muito chato. Toma ali cabeçada. Já lembrava impacto ali. Vamos ver se ele vai mandar o combo. Mandou o combo ali, bonito ali, ó. Olha que bonito, filho. Que isso, velho. Tem um replay. Tem muito mais perder. É o replay. Dá aquele agarrão lindo ali. Cabeçada, defender a cabeçada na sorte. Não adianta, filho. Tomou essa bundada aí, filho. Tem bom de escapé. Chutinho na canela para largar esse otário. Tomou a bundada na morte, filho. Abraço. Paga aí, você vai mandar o combo. Mandou o combo ali, bonito ali, ó. Ué, eu tô gold? Ah, eu tô gold, né, cara? Olha que bonito, filho. É, gente. Baratinho, meu parceiro, eu vou a última. Eu vou a última aqui, amanhã é dia de berço. Vê que eu não sou... Apertando esquiva.
They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Saw that low heavy coming. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. The low is denied. Low kicks are a no-go. Trips him up. Had the radar up and running. Goes for the super art. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
Ah! O pessoal não saiu. Não tinha especial também, não. Respeita a minha Kami, caralho.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Fatal leg twister. Blocks it. Took him to the corner in a flash. Both fighters planning to get out of that jam with a perfect parry. Perfect read with the drive parry. Dashes plus super art. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Both fighters respond with the ultimate killer head ram. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Low heavy, but no good. Drives it back, misses. Oh my god, they just pumped it up. It's too.
Respeita a minha Kami, porra.
Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. Right back to the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Coming through. Nails the timing and stings them. Trips them up. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Goes for the surprise rush in. Well-timed command throw there. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Big counter. Knockdown. Will this super art connect?
Como é que ele defendeu essa porra? Que é isso?
Have to decide how to follow up. Holds out with the block. Very solid corner switch. Takes a trip. Player 2, fatal leg twister. Oh, this is so close. Can they take it by using their drive? This is experiencing burnout. Knockout and
Não!
Player 1 KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Ué. Gravou? Ah, o oponente desconectou. O oponente desconectou. Bora já. Vamos lá contigo. É que meu oponente desconectou o bagulho.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
The pleasure is mine.
No mercy for you.
Pô, na hora que ia ganhar uma partidinha sua, tu caiu fora.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They break things off to take a quick breather. Blocks the low heavy, brushes that off and keeps going. Both can end the round now. And they're experiencing burnout.
Porra!
Both fighters planning something? Player 1 needs to use the predator in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting
hit.
and then jumping in. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Breaks those shins.
Porra, agarra ela, ô!
Quan connects with medium kick. Reads the jump in perfectly. Play drops that off. Here comes the corner pressure. Amazing. Are we going to see a comeback?
Ah, porra. Vai morrer.
Player 1 has depleted their drive moves, but they are still within range flatline zone. Here's the final round.
Que é esse cara aí, o Jack aí?
With a jump in, chases them down. Player 1
Aí,
had
ó.
a rough go of it last round due to poor drive management, but there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. Hits him with a stop and bop. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Low heavy. Smart stuff, poking out that range to zone the opponent. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? It burns out. Player 1 is in burnout state. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Impact squashed. A jump in? Blocks the low kick. The low's blocked. Pokes with a kick. What are they gonna do? Hooligan grab. What a reach. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. We're breaking those shins with the low heavy. This can lead to some big damage. Low heavy with authority.
Vai ele na cara.
Clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. A jump in? Pokes with a medium kick. Quan takes them off their feet. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Anything could happen here. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. The drive impact whips. Are they ready to punish? Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Reads them. Fatal leg twister. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Each hit is so important here. No escaping that. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in catches them. That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impact, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Both fighters have a full super mix. They're going for the super art. Experiencing burnout. Impact squashed. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? This is gonna hurt. Lifeline zone.
Caralho.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Long, low attack hit. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner.
Porra! Caralho, Kami!
Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The low doesn't connect. This fight is just underway. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. How is this round going to develop? Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps in. Lifts them with the wrong pawn. Dashes up. And whips. They're wide open. Low heavy. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round.
Entendi.
Level 3 super. You need
É,
to pull that
deu
off.
ruim.
Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed.
GG, rapaziada, GG. Valeu, valeu. Vou botar ele aqui como amiguinho. Tô encerrando aqui por aqui, rapaziada. Obrigado a todos aí que compareceu à live. Essa brincadeira maravilhosa. A rapaziada que participou aí. Quem só olhou, mas esteve presente, olhando aí, admirando essa brincadeira aí. Obrigado a todos aí. Valeu, mano Baratier, Nega. Mano Zureia, tamo junto. Mano Coffee Flix aí, Blue Benny. Mano Gil que teve na live. Mano Semancha, mano Clayton. E é isso aí. Tamo junto. Amanhã temos mais. Mais uma vez a gente faz um da antiga de KOF 2002. Obrigado a todos aí. Vamos pro encerramento aqui. Tamo junto.